Hi, boys and girls. Today we are going to be working out of our purple fluency packet that I got out of my green math folder. And we have already done adding our 10s and taking away 10, so 10 more, 10 less. Today we are going to be on the next page, which is telling time. And I'm probably going to go through most of this with you because it's a little difficult to do on your own if you're not understanding time. So this is all working on time to the half hour. So if you'd like to work along with me, go ahead and get this out, press pause now and get this out ready to go. Otherwise, you can watch me walk through it and then you can do it on your own afterwards. So if I look over at my clock, my hour hand is the smaller one. Remember, hour, minute, tick tock, boom. All right. So my hour hand is not pointing to a number. It's between numbers. And I know it goes this way. So it's already past 3, but it's not 4 yet. So it's 3:30 because my minute hand points down to the 6 when it's at 30 minutes. When it's right on the hour, it points to the top. These actually help us count. We count by 5s. So this would be o'clock. This would be, if it was here, it'd be 3:05, 3:10, 3:15, 3:20, 3:25, 3:30. Okay, which we didn't learn to the 5 minutes as a second grade skill. But 30 minutes is halfway around the clock. Okay, halfway around the circle. So it points down to the 6. Okay, it is 30 minutes after. What hour did we just say? 3:30 is the same as 30 minutes after 3. You can also say it is half past 3 because half past is halfway around the circle. Our next one, it is 30 minutes after what hour? So here's my 30 minutes. My long one shows 30 minutes. And remember, my clock starts here and it goes this way, this direction. Okay, so my hour hand here has already, if I follow it along this way, it's already past the 7, but it hasn't hit 8 yet. So it is 30 minutes after 7 because it hasn't hit the 8 yet, which is also, it is half past 7 because my minute hand went halfway around the clock. It is 7:30. All right, here's our next one. It is 4:30. So we are going to write the digital time and our clock, analog clock hands. And this is a little harder, but 4:30, I mean, they wrote it for us. It's really easy. You just write 4, then you have your 2 dots, 3, 0. You probably see these digital clocks all over the place. Parents' cell phones, microwaves, ovens. Anywhere you look around, we see digital clocks. On my watch. How we draw this. So thinking about it's 4:30, my minute hand, you can start with your minute hand and draw it straight down to the 6 because that shows 30 minutes. Okay. Now when it's 4:30, we know that it's past the 4 o'clock, but it's not 5 yet. So if I start here and I follow around, I'm going to go past my 4, but not to my 5 yet. So my hour hand's going to point between my 4 and my 5. And draw that. And then the back side, we have 2 more problems. It is 9:30. Well, we know that half past means my minute hand goes halfway around the circle. Okay, this is halfway around the circle. So my hour hand will be I can't speak today. My minute hand will be pointing straight down to the 6. that shows 30 minutes or half past. I know my minutes go here, 30. And we know that it's 9, half past 9, so it'd be 9:30. And my hour hand, so if I follow along here, my hour hand, if it's half past 9, it's going to pass the 9, but it's not going to get to the 10 yet. So my hour hand, which is shorter, is going to point between the 9 and the 10 to show that it's half past 9 or 9:30. And our very last one, number 5, 10:30. That's going to be easy to write on the digital clock. We have our hour here, and we have our minutes here. 10:30 means my minute hand is going to be pointing straight down because that shows 30 minutes. And then it's 10:30, so if I start here and I follow around, here's my 10, but I'm going to keep going a little bit because it's 10:30, so it's actually half past 10. So my hour hand is going to be between the 10 and the 11, and my hour hand is shorter. So go ahead and draw that now. And that's all you had to do today for telling time. I hope you're practicing. Harley's starting to notice when it's lunchtime. She's looking at those clocks, what time we have to be places. So practice at home. If you ask your parents, what time do we need to be to this place? And then you practice watching the clock and see if you can figure out when it's time to go.